Good morning.
Hey, Granny.
No comments like that. You bought this robe for me, okay?
Oh, well, it looks great on you. You look very proper, very discreet.
Yeah, well, we should do something about you, though.
I can't go running in a three-piece suit. I'll wash up and clean up and do all that jazz as soon as I'm done with my breakfast here.
Breakfast? You call that breakfast? Soda and donuts. That is not what I call breakfast.
Hey, look, this is my training table. I got my carbohydrates here for energy. And then I got a little splash of sugar there for my extra burst.
You are a doctor. I mean, don't you know that everyone needs to start the day with a well-balanced breakfast?
Well, even doctors have a sweet tooth. And I happen to like donuts and soda. So let me eat in peace, please.
Can't do that.
Hey.
What a nice dream.
That's no dream. It's my lips. On your lips.
Just like in my dream.
No kidding. I don't even like this.
What?
Competing against myself. I guess if you look on the bright side, I'm never gonna lose, huh?
Neither will I.
So you gotta make a decision.
What?
What do you want? You want the dream me? Or the real me? In the flesh?
Ooh. I think I'll take the real you. In the flesh.
Very wise decision. Have I said good morning to you yet?
Every morning that I wake up with you is a good morning. It's true.
I don't know, I almost feel a little sinful here. Being so happy like this. With Vicky going through everything she's going through and Sarah still missing.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel so happy though with you in my arms, knowing that you're safe and sound. What? Tina, what's the matter?
Nothing. Just kiss me again.
Okay, if I have to.
Oh.
What? Yeah.
What was that? I swear I heard something. Hello? Sarah! Sarah! It's you. I've been looking everywhere for you. And you've been this close.
Thank God, I knew you'd find me. No! Don't don't leave me!
No!
Bo, it's okay, you were just dreaming.
No, it wasn't a dream.
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
When I left you alone yesterday, I trusted that you'd mind your manners. But did you? No. You had to get yourself untied and then try to signal that little Amish kid that you were down here. Bad move, Sarah. Now, if I hadn't come along when I did, where would we be now? We're clearing out of here today, all the way out of the area. Now, I don't want to have to use this. You see this? But it's up to you. It's your safety. It's your life. Do you understand? Now, I want to hear it from your own lips. Now, are you going to cooperate, Sister Sarah? Or are you going to walk out of here by my side as my proper Amish wife? Till death do us part.
I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Now, that doesn't sound very faithful and obedient to me.
I will.
It's a lot better. Now I'm gonna tie you so we can take our little stroll.
Now?
Yes, now. One short walk through the community. We're gonna be far away from here.
Where are you taking me?
Let's just say I'm gonna take you someplace where you'll never, ever, ever be found.
No, Bo, stop. You were just dreaming.
Oh, it's real. Look, I saw it. Sarah's... She was right there. There was a...
I'm sorry.
It was so real. She was close. Ah.
Why don't you, lay down and get some more rest?
No. We don't have time to do that. You know these elders around. If one of them happens to see us, you know what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm. Sheriff Holston will come back and visit us again.
Well, he's not going to just politely ask us to stay out of his way this time. He's going to drag us right down to the county jail.
We're not as powerless as you seem to think. We're not. We have your family's influence and you, and I still have my badge.
For how long? Let's face it, the Buchanan family doesn't really have all that much influence in these parts. And Porter told you, if you don't stay in line, he's gonna pull you right off this case. So, what you said yesterday, Alex, I'm not gonna hold you to that.
I am not getting off of this case because Washington doesn't consider it a top priority.
Are you ready to just throw your whole career away to help me find my wife?
It's not just
No, listen to me. You worked real hard to get where you are.
Are you saying you want me to go?
No, I'm saying that if you decide to change your mind, then I'll understand that.
What happened to your wife could happen to me or any other woman. I joined the FAB for a lot of reasons. To make a difference. To make some waves, if that's what it takes. And I am not about to stop working on this case until I track down Sarah and bring her home to you.
Well, I appreciate that. But if you stick with me, then there's a good chance you're going to say goodbye to your bureau ID and to everything that goes along with that.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
I'm not so sure that you do. Because somewhere down the line, when I do really need you, I don't want to miss you then. I want you to think about this, Alex. I want you to think long and hard about this. Are you ready to just change your whole future to help me find my wife?
And no, you don't eat.
No, people have a name for you.
A good breakfast makes a happy man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and what's wrong with granola?
Well, nothing if you practice in survival in a forest. You know, I think a family of chipmunks can live on that for about a year.
I suppose you prefer soda and donuts.
Well, it tastes very good.
Yeah, so does chocolate cake.
That
Not
sounds
for
good, too.
breakfast.
That sounds good. Hey, what are you doing? Oh.
No, that's a good boy. And when you're finished, drink all your juice.
It looks orange, but it doesn't look like orange juice.
Well, of course not. It's carrot juice.
I am not a rabbit.
No,
All right.
you're not. You're right. Rabbits are cuter and a lot nicer, too. Now, when you're finished with that, don't forget to take your vitamins and supplements. I have them all here for you in order.
You're like a firing squad. I see.
Darling, do you want to look marvelous? Well, if you want to look marvelous, then you have to eat marvelous. Now, look at me,
Granola.
okay?
Yes. What?
I'm going to finish getting dressed. Now, you finish your breakfast.
That's a very, very good idea.
And don't cheat. I want a clean plate.
Oh, every
The juice
delicious drop.
and the vitamins, too.
Oh. How could I forget these?
You finished.
Yeah. You know, I think we should make our way to the clinic. You know, I feel this natural sense of health right now. Very refreshing. Let's go. Laura, Hey, what is it? Why are you afraid to leave?
You want to tell me what this is all about?
What? What all about?
Well, you think it's normal for you to jump out of bed, run into the bathroom, and run downstairs to get
Court,
yourself some soda crackers?
It's no big deal, okay? I was hungry. I didn't feel good yesterday, so I didn't eat all day, so I was just hungry.
So, Tina, if you're hungry, just tell Cook to make you some real food, like some scrambled eggs and bacon, maybe some home fries.
Sweetie, no. Crackers are just fine.
Tina, if you're hungry, I think you should get something to eat. Now, maybe you get...
Yes?
Oh, gosh, golly, guys, I am sorry.
No, Renee, come on in.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're all family here, right?
Well, Herron told me that he'd seen Tina up and around in the kitchen. Look, I'm going to come back later, okay?
No, really, Renee, it's time for me to get up. I got to get moving. I got to get
Yeah,
to
that's
work.
fine, Renee.
Listen, will you please have some solid food today? Please?
Renee, tell him not to pamper me, okay?
Well, I'm sorry, Tina, I can't help it. Listen, maybe I should call the doctor, see if we can get you in there today.
Sweetheart, I don't need to go to a doctor. I mean, just because I can't eat a Texas-sized breakfast doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with me. Right, Renee?
No, it doesn't.
Well, what is it? Two, you're ganging up on me here. All right, well, at least take it easy today. Get some rest, okay?
Promise.
You can have right
Okay,
back.
bye-bye, hon.
He's so sweet, but sometimes he just... Renee, what's wrong?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question.
Renee, don't look at me like that. There's nothing wrong with me. Nothing serious anyway.
Tina, do you have any idea whether or not... Honey, could you possibly be pregnant?
Renee, no! Don't even say that. No.
Is it going to go away if I pretend that I don't know what symptoms you're having?
Look, you don't know, okay? Maybe it's a possibility, but you don't know.
What if the possibility becomes a reality? People are not going to say anything. They're going to see it clear as day.
No, they won't, Renee. I can't. I can't be.
Darling, I know this is not good timing.
It is not good timing. No, it's not good timing. It's just terrible timing. Just...
Tina, do you see how upset you are about this? This is secrets. You cannot avoid talking to Court about this any longer.
Renee, I can't even think straight about this, okay? I mean, this is too hard for me to handle, much less talking about it to Court.
Look, darling, I know how upset and difficult this is for you.
Look, I don't want to talk about this. I'm not.
Tina.
I'm not.
Tina.
No.
Listen, there is something else that you have to take into consideration. If indeed you are pregnant, who is the father?
Oh, God, Renee. I don't want to talk about this, okay?
You've got to talk about it. You've got to go and see a doctor now. You cannot wait any longer.
I don't...
I agree with Renee entirely.
You do?
Absolutely. I think you should go see a doctor, Tina. You don't want to mess around with this flu thing. In fact, just to make sure you take care of yourself, I'm going to take you to the doctor myself.
I'm not afraid to go outside.
And why can't you walk through that door?
Look, I'm no good to anyone here. You're better off without me.
I see. And what about the people who depend on you at the clinic, Laura?
You can find another receptionist.
Laura, you are more than a receptionist. Just ask Jeanette, the woman who you helped deliver her baby, the woman who named her baby after you.
Dan, would you just let me leave?
You want to leave? Go. But be honest about it, Laura. You're not leaving because you're not needed or you're not wanted. You are leaving because you are afraid for your life.
Yeah, and so what if I am? What difference does that make? I still have to leave, okay?
You want to take the day off and stay here? It's safe. But Laura, if you want my help, you gotta ask me.
You know, if you really want to help me...
Then I would let you leave town, right?
Fine, just forget it. A nice, normal, hectic day at the clinic is just what I need. To tell the truth, I'm much more comfortable when you're around.
Wait a second. Do I detect a note of trust coming from you?
Don't get your hopes up, okay?
Well, it's too late. Maybe one day you'll trust me enough to tell me exactly
No,
what... Okay. One day. One day. Now, come on. Let's get to work. Let's go.
There is nothing to think about. This is my first case, and I'm not quitting until it's over.
Even if it means that you're
Listen, I did not
last,
get into the FAB to get a gold watch after 50 years of service. I got in it to catch the bad guys.
Well, enough. You know, I'm beginning to like you.
Gee, thanks.
So while you still have your badge, come on, let's go.
Now, wait. We just can't just walk out there and storm off into the sunset and catch Sarah with the people.
Well, wait, no, why not?
Because, like you said before, we're not very well liked in this community, so we have to have a plan as to where we're going to go and how we're going to get there so we don't attract too much attention to ourselves.
Okay, here's my plan. We go to the big maple tree because that's the last place anybody saw Sarah. Right?
Well, that sounds very good. Let's just be discreet this time, though.
I am discreet.
No, I don't want you to kick in a door or anything like that.
Okay, fine. Come on. Now, the Amish kid, you know, Ben, if we could get some more information out of him, that's the only guy around that even has a clue where they might be hiding Sarah.
I know. I just hope that they haven't moved her by now.
No, it does. We're going to find her because she's around here somewhere. I don't care if I have to take this whole... I don't care if I have to discreetly take this whole place apart. Understand? Come on, let's go. Oh, my God. Sarah!
Sweetheart, I'm not, you don't have to take me to the doctor. I'm not going to bother him about something as unimportant as my
What are you
stomach
talking
being
about?
queasy.
This is very important, Tina.
No.
If you got a flu now, it could get very serious, right, Renee?
Yes, very serious.
Renee, don't encourage him. Cord has a big day at work. I don't want him to worry about me.
Look, I've got an idea. I have to go to the hospital anyway to pick up a new prescription for Asa. I can take Tina myself.
Well, look, I really don't mind.
That's a great idea. That's a wonderful idea. That way you won't miss any work.
I don't mind taking the morning off of work, Tina. Besides, I would really like to hear what this doctor's got to say.
Sweetheart, no, really, think about it. You're going to be at the waiting room forever. There's going to be a long line, and I'm going to be with Renee. I'll be fine.
Cord, please, go back to work. I can take care of Tina.
Okay.
Good, that's settled. I'll see you downstairs, Tina.
I'll be right there. Thanks, Renee.
You are one lucky woman.
I am?
Yes. You have someone like Renee looking out for you. You know, you got me looking out for you, too. And nothing's ever going to change that. I'm very proud of you, Tina.
Now, there's nothing to worry about, Mrs. Crenshaw. Once we take your blood pressure, we'll have a much better idea of how to treat you. Isn't that right, Dr. Willick?
If Laura says it, Mrs. Crenshaw, it's got to be so.
Well, if you'll be there with me, Laura Jean.
Of course I will. Well, come with me and we'll get this over with in no time.
Hey.
What's up, Doc?
Porky Pig.
Oh, my God.
answer?
No, you're a good doctor, but you're not good with cartoons. It's not going to work.
Okay.
How's business?
Business is great. How's Max's place?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here. It's really busy, and I came up with a great idea to raise money for the clinic. I thought that I'd put a donation can by the cash register, and then people could put their change in it. What do you...
Instant tax shelter, huh?
You hate it?
I think it's a great idea. Thank you.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I'll do that then, and you get back to work, okay?
Okay, yeah.
If you see Laura, will you tell her that I'm sorry that it didn't work out? I would have liked her as a roommate. See ya.
Wait, Andy, what do you mean, roommate? Did you offer her a room at Max's place?
Yeah, she looked at the place, she seemed to like it, and then,
And then what?
Well, she said that there were too many people going in and out of the place, and she wanted her privacy.
Privacy.
Yeah, I know. It seems strange, huh? I mean, working in a busy place like this. But, I tried to tell her that she'd get all the privacy she wanted, and, she'd already left.
Something must have happened to change her mind. Did, someone come into Max's while she was there? And did Laura all of a sudden seem, nervous and frightened?
Just what do you think you're doing?
Well, Laura, I was just,
Yeah, I heard you. And you have no right to sneak behind my back and gossip.
Honey, listen, it's me.
You keep away from her.
This is my wife. Sir. I'm sorry. No, I'm really sorry.
That's all you can say? You attack my wife and you're sorry?
I thought it was my wife. Believe me, I saw her blonde hair and
Excuse me, this has just been a terribly harmless mistake, I hope.
Harmless?
Yes, I am Agent Alex Olanoff from the FAB. This is Bo Buchanan from Landview, and we've been in town looking for his wife who's been kidnapped. I'm sure you've probably heard members of your congregation talking about it.
Her name is Sarah, and she looks like your wife. So if you see anybody who looks...
Come along, Rachel.
Sorry
The elders must be...
let me explain to you. I want to... You've got to understand.
Bo, please. What did I just ask you? What did I just say about being
She
discreet?
looked like Sarah. She looked like her. God, it was close. Oh, go ahead. What the hell? Say it. I'm a fool, all right? Say it.
You're not a fool. You're just a man who's desperate to find his wife and thinks he sees her everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere but where she really is. I've always prided myself on being a real sort of a take charge type person. Never in my whole life have I felt this helpless.
Ben.
I shouldn't be here.
Well, hello to you, Ben.
If Papa finds out, he'd be very angry.
Well, we'll just make sure that he doesn't find out, okay?
So thank you.
He'll find out anyway, because he always does.
You know, Ben, I think that you're a brave young man to come here. And if there's one thing I admire, it's courage.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Papa says pride is a sin.
You know, your papa is such a good man. But you are such a wonderful little boy for wanting to come here and help us find Sarah.
Is that why you came here? Do you have something that you might want to tell us? Go ahead, son.
I know where she is.
I leave the room for 2 minutes, and then I come back to find you pumping Andy for information on me.
Wait, look, Laura, you got it all wrong. All I was trying
Yeah, I heard what you were doing, pretending you're my friend when all you really want to do is dig into my past.
Well, I am your friend, not that you deserve one.
I think I don't want to be the referee here, so I'm just gonna get going. I'm really, really sorry, Laura.
It's okay, Andy. I don't blame you.
Hey, come here. This is a clinic. In case you haven't noticed, would you mind keeping your voice down?
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who needs to be reminded. I'm not the one gossiping when he should be working.
Hey, shh. I am not gossiping.
You're right. Spying is a better word for it.
No, you got some nerve, you know that?
Oh, yeah, well, look who's talking.
You know, you freak out and you bring this whole clinic to a halt. And why? Because I care about you.
Well, then who asked you to, huh?
You did. The night I pulled you out of the river, Laura Jean, I've been getting mixed signals ever since. One tells me that Laura Jean can take care of herself and she doesn't want anyone to know about her deep, dark secret.
And you just can't handle it, can you?
Laura, I could. If it weren't for the other signals that I'm getting. Signals of a frightened little girl. Running away from the big bad wolf and she can't survive while he's still out there. Well, Laura, it doesn't work both ways, all right? Maybe for you it does, but for me it doesn't. Pull me to you, push me away, it's gotta stop, all right?
Well, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, Doctor.
Hey. I have been here for you. And I always will be, but if you don't want my help, you better say so and mean it.
You just want everything to be so simple.
All I want is it to be clear.
Well, I think I've made it clear that when I'm ready, on my own time, I will tell you why I've been on the run.
Well, there's no time like the present.
No, that's your timing, not mine. And I can't help it if it doesn't fit into your perfect little plan, Dr. Woollick, but that doesn't excuse your sneaking around behind my back.
You know where Sarah is?
You're scaring him.
I knew I shouldn't come here. Papa was right.
Oh, no, Benjamin, please don't leave. Please don't leave.
He's mad at me.
No, he's not mad at you. He just really wants to find his wife, and he's very upset. You know how when you lose something that you really love more than anything in the world, and you're afraid something terrible's happened to it, so you just do anything to get it back?
Yeah, Ben, listen. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not mad at you. But if you have anything that you can tell us, anything at all,
I know that you really want to help us, too, and we think that's wonderful, and you know your father would, too. But we're just not going to tell him, so you don't really have to worry about that.
Right, Ben. Tell us about the lady.
I was playing when I wasn't supposed to be, where I wasn't supposed to be.
Where were you?
The tree.
The old maple.
I was playing there when I heard her.
Did you see her?
No, I only heard her. She talked to me.
I don't understand. You heard her, but you didn't see her, so Ben... All right, where is she?
The old root cellar, the one nobody uses anymore.
Now, Ben, we went to the root cellar, and we didn't see anything in that area.
That's because it was covered with corn stalks, but it was there all right, by the big tree. I tried to open the door, but a board was stuck in to lock it. Then the man came and I had to run off.
What man? What man? Ben, tell me what happened. Is Sarah still there?
Okay, now make sure your bonnet stays down over your hair. Now, don't look anybody in the eye. You're a modest, soft-spoken Amish wife, remember?
Maybe you'd like to put a leash on me.
I considered it. But that's not going to be necessary, is it?
You know, there was a moment when I actually thought you were almost human.
Oh, good. Blame me.
You're the one who's keeping me down here. You're the one who's dragging me off to God knows
Don't
where.
like it's my fault. If your husband hadn't played hero, we would have been long gone from here. I could have turned you over to them and washed my hands of this whole mess.
Turn me over to whom?
You did it again, didn't you? You made me say more than I wanted to say.
Who are you taking me to?
No. No, I've said enough already. That's
it. Is it him? Does he want to see me? What does he want with me?
Be quiet. The way I figure it, the van will be here in 10 minutes.
What van?
And they'll have to wait and park it in the woods across the field, wait and sit tight for us.
Kip, who is they?
Be quiet. Things have been arranged. Look, there's nothing for you to do but sit back and wait till I say it's time to move. It's going to be about 20 minutes, and then we're going to say goodbye to this place. Forever.
Tina?
Go away.
Honey, I didn't want to force you to talk about anything in the car because I thought you needed some time alone, but, well, I know what the answer is.
Yeah, I got an answer, Renee. Just...
Do you want me to, hang around for a little bit?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Darling, I don't want to push and I don't want to pry, but I'm here if you want to feel like talking about it.
No, Renee, I don't want to talk. I mean, you've been great. You've been a really good friend. I just don't see that talking's going to help anything right now.
Sometimes, when you talk about your problems, you get a whole new view of them.
Renee, I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I just always... like I made wrong, like I always mess up.
Darling, I know it seems real hopeless right now.
It is hopeless. I'm pregnant and I don't know who the father is. That's hopeless.
Tina, I am so sorry about all this. I wish I had been wrong about it all.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
Honey, did the doctor have any idea when you got pregnant?
Well, he can tell me the week.
So if you remember the week and you remember who you were with... Oh, my God, Tina.
Yeah. It was both of them. I mean, Cord and Johnny, both in the same week. It could be either one. Oh, God.
Honey, let's sit down. I wish... God, how I wish that I could say something that would make all of this go away. I know what you're feeling.
You
right
don't
now.
know what I'm feeling. I'm sorry. It's just nobody knows. I mean, I was so happy yesterday. I was so happy. Cord and I were planning our wedding. We were talking about finishing the house up in the mountains. It was so perfect. And then this whole thing with Johnny, I felt like he should just disappear, like he was a bad memory from Battley that would go away, and he's not going away, Renee. He's not going away. How come it's not going away? I just don't...
Sometimes in life, it is really hard to forget our mistakes.
But this wasn't a mistake, though. You know that. I mean, I had to do it. I had to sleep.
No, wait.
From
Listen, this is what I wanted to say. Sometimes we don't forget our mistakes so easily, but we can always be forgiven. Honey, Cord loves you so much. If you're just honest with him and you tell him what happened between you and why it happened.
No, that's impossible. He'd never understand.
I think you are really wrong about this.
Well, I'm not. You know Cord. I mean, I know Cord. Trust is everything to him, and he would never forgive me if he knew that Johnny and I...
I know.
No, it wouldn't work. It would ruin everything.
Darling, do you think that keeping this a secret, not telling Cord the truth, do you think that's going to save the situation?
Yeah. I mean, until I can think of something better, I think it will.
Well, I think you have to do something very quick. Cord is going to know that you are pregnant. Don't you think that he should hear about it from you?
Nina, hi. I got home as soon as I could.
What are you doing here?
Well, I had Herron call me and tell me when you got home from the doctor. So what happened? Dana, give me a full report.
Okay, Mrs. Crenshaw, if you stick to the medication and the diet we've worked up for you, we'll be able to control your blood pressure, no problem.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. And thank you, Laura Jean.
Oh, don't mention it, Mrs. Crenshaw, really. Bye. Dan, wait.
Hey, look, give me a buzz as soon as the patient comes in, all right?
Dan, please. I'm trying to tell you I'm sorry. What I said about you spying on me.
Sneaking behind your back is the way you put it.
Yeah, well, I was out of line and I know it. It's just that I have a really bad temper, okay?
Now tell me something I don't know.
Look, I understand if you're mad at me. You've been the best friend I've ever had, and what do I do to you? I try to push you away as hard as I can, and, you know, if you want me to close up my desk and go home and pack up and leave, it's fine, I understand. Right, okay. Might as well get started.
Look, Laura, look, don't. All right? I'm not kicking you out of the clinic or my apartment.
Dan, it's okay. I
No,
understand
look, you're not the only one, all right? It's my fault, too.
You don't have to say that.
Yeah, I do. You didn't want anyone to know anything about you. I promised you that I would respect that, but I broke that promise today. Laura, not that it's an excuse, but it's just not that easy to share, you know, an apartment and a workspace with a living, breathing mystery woman.
You know, I never wanted to be this mysterious. It's just that it was the only way that I
could protect yourself and me. Get it memorized.
You know, hearing you say that, it sounds like half the truth. If I really wanted to protect you, I'd go out the door and never come back.
Well, if that's really the truth, then why don't you?
Listen, Ben, we're on the same side, right? We both want to find the lady. So what happened after this man showed up? Did he take her away from the cellar, or did he leave her there?
I don't know.
No, you gotta know. You were there. Come.
No, the man scared me away. Then he went back in the cellar with the lady.
Did you recognize this man?
It was the same man the two ladies hit with on the head with my baseball bat. That's why I thought the ladies were bad. But it's really the man who's bad, right?
That's right. Thank you so much. Benjamin, because that man is so bad, see, we have to keep him from hurting Sarah, and you have helped us to do that. Thank you so much for all your help. Really, and this conversation will stay strictly between us, okay? Goodbye. Thank you.
You heard of that big maple tree. Come on, let's go.
No, I see some elders coming this way.
I don't care about that. We got our first clue. Let's follow
We
it.
can't. What if the sheriff comes? What if they call the sheriff? How much will that help Sarah?
Watch him, then. I can't believe that she's tied up in a cellar.
They're in front of the cottage.
Well, tell them to hurry up.
They are hurrying. All right, they're almost past. All right, they're past.
All right, then let's move.
One more precaution. Let's go bring Sarah home.
Right behind you.
You know,
this seems a lot more like a military drill than any kind of common kidnapping.
There's nothing common about it. But you're right, it's being carried out with military precision. Time, let's go.
No, not until you tell me where you're taking me.
Stop stalling! We have an appointment to keep, and we're keeping it.
Tina, come on. What's going on? I mean, it can't be that bad. Do you have the flu or don't you?
Well, I'm going to leave you guys alone.
No, Renee.
Look, you know how squirrely Asa gets, honey, when I'm away for very long.
Renee.
Tina, come
Don't,
on.
Renee,
has to go. Renee has to go. Listen, thank you so much for taking care of Tina today.
Darling, I'm
Appreciate
glad I
it.
could help. I just wish that I could have done more. Take care, both of you.
Bye. What was that all about?
Oh, you know, Renee, I mean, she's just so glad that we're back together. We had a really nice conversation on the way home. It was great. It was really...
yeah, that is great, Tina, but right now I'm really interested in what the doctor had to say. What's going on? What did he tell you?
Oh, it's nothing. I mean, I have a little strain of something or something. I don't know. He said it'll go away.
You can't be a little more specific than that? A strain of what, Tina? Well, I mean, did he give you any medication? Antibiotics? Anything like that?
Sweetheart, you're being like a mother hen.
Well, is that so bad?
No, it's wonderful. It's just that you don't have to really spend all this time about some silly little virus, really.
Oh, no kidding. Well, when did you get this new approach on life? Why don't you tell me a little more about that?
It's not that new. It's just, Look, don't you have to go to work?
I'm on my lunch break.
Oh.
Unless, of course, you're not feeling too well.
No, I'm feeling better all the time.
Good.
Good.
Tina, I love you. I love you so much.
You know, I'm not afraid so much for myself. Well, a little bit for you and for anyone else who makes the mistake of getting too close to me.
Well, I don't see it as a mistake. Pain in the butt, maybe, but,
You don't realize what could happen. I mean, that's why it's better if I just, for everyone, that I just leave.
But what, Laura? Well, Laura, what's stopping you?
Have you ever felt trapped? Like you were just standing in front of a brick wall, a solid brick wall?
Do you feel that way?
Yes, I do. And for all of my life, I feel like I've been standing in front of that same brick wall. And then, until you pulled me out of the Llanfair River and brought me here and gave me a job, you know, it's like, for the first time, I feel independent.
That's a pretty good feeling, isn't it?
It is so good. It's the best. You know, I wake up in the morning. My life is my own. I don't have to answer to anyone. It's my responsibility, my choice.
You know, it's funny how you choose to use your new freedom. Instead of trying to get rich, you're working in a free clinic.
Well, that's just it. That's the joy of it, you know, because I can help other people while I help myself. And I don't have to answer to anyone. No, you never crowd me.
Never?
Well, yeah, sometimes, but mostly you're just great.
Mostly? All right, I'll take mostly.
And you know, I know that if I move again, I'm going to find the same situation. People will start asking questions all over, and I'm not ever going to be able to find someone who's as kind as you and as understanding as you. And, well, you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I'm really flattered that you think of me as that kind of friend. So if you don't feel too crowded, I'd really like you to stay. You know, I promise to keep my curiosity under wraps. Fair enough?
Help! She's in trouble. No, cotton candy. What do you think?
She looks like she's OD'd. What did she take?
You're the doctor. You tell me. Hey, she's on something too, Dan.
What did she take? Now!
When I found her, she was smoking crack.
You keep a close eye on her, all right?
Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. You come here and sit down. Hey. I know you.
You check it out. I'll keep you covered.
Okay, remember, no tricks.
I'll take this guy, you go.
No problem. We got it.
Honey, get out of here. Get out. Go. All right,
You have the right to remain silent. You're under arrest. Anything you say can will be used against you in a
I know you'd find me.
Tonight, Michelle is starved for attention on Full House. Then, sneak a peek and check this out. Then you'll know what it's all about. Your Family Matters Friends host the Saturday morning preview special.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson.
Next week, reaction to the Bush-Gorbachev summit. Also a candid talk with Kitty Dukakis.
Plus Meryl Streep, Shirley MacLaine, and First Lady Barbara Bush on Good Morning America.
Independent studies prove that one of the safest, most effective ways to experience the joys of matrimony is to watch ABC's hilarious new comedy, Married People, coming this fall.
Coming up, Anna and Shep